Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them, mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue one, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we're giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets? Fool. Close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets? That's the close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, like rocket fuel.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. Hey, high 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, Patterson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long.
Go, go, go. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Rip right, rip right.
Go. Get it.
Second and 14. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Hey, Sam off. Hey, zoom.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And so Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They try right side here, Gurley. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now that'll be caught by Kopp. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go. Ready. 30 base.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Two touch bomber. Hey, wahoo. Shit.
56 to Mike.
Now.
56 to Mike. Let's go, G.
Now.
Throwing on 1st down. Patterson. It's complete to Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert 3.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 24.
Yo, go.
56. I know he ain't got it. 50.
Cut.
Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Right there, 56.
Hit it.
They run. It's Gurley. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I'm going to run you over.
2nd and 3. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Down. 60-yard.
Mike 56. Here we go.
On first down, Patterson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
I got you, son. Under 10.
Yeah. Shoot.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the run.
Defense.
On first and goal, Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Sponge. Hey, exit.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Hey. Ready.
Now a draw play for Gurley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 40-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Like 17.
Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Rush in, rush in.
2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56. I got one. Slam, slam, slam.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Yep. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Get it.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Pilot, 64, please. Back. Check three. Hey, Charlie. Lucky.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's him carry for Johnson. Johnson on, it's poke free. Football's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed, because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you give a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Now Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready, set. 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50. I'm coming for you. Mine. Check. Go. Hey, echo. Check.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Go.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Pick it up.
Go.
On 1st and 10, Patterson. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Don't go this way. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go. Man up, deep. Man up, deep.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes to him and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check nickel. Watch twist.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On second down, Johnson. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker. They'll set up a throw. Left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Here we go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. James has got it. Complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check 26, check 26. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Back to throw here. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You got 3 down. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. You ain't doing nothing.
Operating from the gun. Patterson. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
36. Hey, high 7. Big grip.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Five.
Mike 56. Too little, top cut.
Ready?
Now it's Gurley. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, dude.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
56.
Back to throw. Patterson. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Ready, ready.
56 at the mic. Target. Watch out.
Hey, wahoo.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Now watch one.
Yo, go. Hey, Foxtrot. But
Jumper.
Yes.
Check 43.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Delta. Hey.
Stay at home.
5.
Again they run with Gurley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Switch.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. On the stop was Aaron Donald. 2nd and 9 now.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. after an incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, it's Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get this one to Cup complete, and he's got this down to the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Who that? Who that? Hey, Charlie. 50, Mike's 50. Hey.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 50.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation